I'm just really not feeling it. It has been a very, very shit week. Just God, come and get me at this point. I handed in absolute shit. She's reading a god-awful series. Talks about women, like their tits or legs. And we don't love that. I was begging her, being like, are we at 5 yet? Which I don't do. I never do. Everything hurts. That's bullshit. What was that? I was truly down bad crying at the gym.
That's fine.
Oops. Good morning. I have decided to vlog because I've had a very, very shitty week. Actually, a very shitty 2 weeks. I've just had the worst time. If I look puffy and weird, I just woke up and a friend of mine is coming over because I promised her that we would go on a run together. Do I really want to go? No. But I think it would be good for me. Oh my god. Did you hear that? There was like a very weird sound as if someone was coming up the stairs, but I'm at home by myself. So I was like, what is happening? But we have like a roof window that doesn't open, but I think just like a very big bird was walking over it and that made the sound. I was scared shitless for a second there. Anyway, do I really want to go on this run? No, I'm tired as fuck. But I also still need to eat something, and I don't think you can eat right before you go on a run because then you'll get like a stomach ache and you won't be able to actually run. But yeah, okay. But I think it would be good for me, and I promised this friend like a week ago or something. And like I said, I've just been having the worst time. When I get back, because she's going to be here in like 10 minutes, when I get back I'll explain what has been going on, but I have just been super depressed and I haven't really wanted to do anything even though I've been so busy with school. So I've been having to be really productive when I really have not felt like doing anything. So when I get back I will explain everything, but I just really wanted to start the video. So hi, welcome, I'm Luca if you're new here. That was a really weird intro, but I'm just going to be vlogging for the next 2 days, maybe 3 days, I don't know. Just like a few productive things, and tomorrow night I'm hanging out with one of my best friends and she always cheers me up, so that's what's gonna happen. And first we're gonna go on this run. We're gonna get that over with because I do want to go on the run with her. Like I do want to catch up with her and like be healthy and stuff. I'm just really not feeling it. But I'm going to quickly try to eat something before we go, and then we're going up to like, when I was younger, I used to do horseback riding, and I think it's like a 15-minute bike ride or something to the stables where I used to do the horseback riding. But if you kind of like go on a run and you go that way, you go through like some meadows and they're like this, it's not really a park really, I don't think, but like there's lots of green, lots of trees, and since it's autumn all the all the leaves are very beautiful and falling down. It's just it looks very autumnal. So that's what we're gonna do. I hope it's gonna cheer me up, and then afterwards we will have breakfast and we'll chat. So anyway, that's the beginning of this video, and yeah, let's do this. Where's the chocolate mail? Yeah. I'm back from my run, and I promised a different friend of mine that it's 1:30 now. I promised her that we would go to the gym, charge battery pack. That's insane. Okay. It says that my battery is empty, but that's just absolute bullshit. It's not empty! Stop with this! It goes from 2 bars to 1 bar, and now it's saying that it's empty. I'm just gonna keep filming, and if I get cut off, then I'll switch to my other camera. It's 1:30 now. I have some lunch. I already ate 2 of them, and then I was like, no, I'm still hungry, so I made 3 more. And I'm just chilling because I promised a different friend that I would go to the gym with her at 2:30, and we're gonna do upper body, so we're gonna do arms and stuff. So it's fine that I've already gone on a run. I came back from my run, I think like an hour ago, but now I'm kind of like chilling, don't really know what to do, so I'm gonna read my book. But I thought that I would also explain why I have been super depressed for, I think like the past few days, at least for the past 4 days. I've actually had like a very shitty 2 weeks because I'm so busy with school, and just the project that we're working on is this project that you do with the entire class, and working with 32 people is incredibly difficult and challenging, and it kind of brings up like problems with communication and working together, and like someone's not happy with something that you did and blah blah blah, and if someone doesn't like something that I do, I take it very personally, and I'm trying not to do that, but I also feel constantly the urge to completely, like down to every single detail, explain where I was coming from, and I'm slowly learning not to do that and just like communicate a bit differently, because I react very quickly when I feel something, and it's been very challenging. It's fun, but it's also very challenging. And we're making a magazine, by the way, like from start to finish with our class, and I'm like in the photography and design team. And it's not going very smoothly. That's what I'm trying to say. And then there's deadline after deadline after deadline. It's so incredibly busy. We have to do things for marketing. We have to write articles. We have to take photos. In the meantime, we have to like design the entire magazine. And then we also have to look for advertisers and just do some sales stuff. It's incredibly busy. And I have just had deadline after deadline after deadline. And I was kind of depressed last week because I was on my period, and I just didn't feel well. Anyway, the reason I've been really, really depressed for about 4 days, like I've been crying constantly, is the fact that my childhood bunny, like my pet rabbit, died, and he was so sweet. He was my first pet, and he was the only pet that we've ever had because my father is allergic to basically every single pet on the planet. So he was also allergic to this bunny, but I've always loved animals, and when I was younger, I would like convince him to please give me a dog or a cat or anything, because I so badly wanted one. And then the stables where I like did horseback riding when I was younger, they had like one of their bunnies, like one of their rabbits had like a little nest, so I think they had like 6 babies, and so they were for sale for like €5. And I remember all of the bunnies at one point had been sold when they were like super small. They fit like in the palm of your hand, and so all of them had been sold, and there was one left, a black one, and he was so cute, but he was very afraid of like all of the people that would come in, so he would like just run away and hide, and so nobody picked him, so he was the only one that was still left. And then when I came in and he saw me, like he came to me, and I just like cuddled with him. I was 9 at this point, so my heart broke, and when I went home, I remember one morning before school, like this was such a okay, sorry, this camera is pissing. I don't need to charge the battery pack. You're not empty. This was the SD card that I just had in my camera, and it suddenly said that it was full, which I don't think it was, but this camera's pissing me off at the moment, so I put another one in. But what I was saying is this was such a short conversation because I ran home, I talked to my parents, and me and my sister really, really bad, my younger sister, like we really badly wanted a pet because everyone around me had like a cat or like a dog, and I loved animals, and I just was at the stables like 4 times a week. So I remember going home, and in the morning I saw my dad just before we went to like primary school, and I remember like begging him, being like, please dad, there's this one bunny left and nobody wants him because he's super afraid, he's so sweet and he's so cuddly, please dad, he's the only one left, and it's so sad. And My father, like, he really badly wanted to give me a pet, but he was just allergic. But he grew up around pets because then back then he didn't know that he was allergic. So he grew up around dogs and cats and just like so many barn animals. So he really badly wanted to give me a pet. So I was begging him, and this was, I genuinely thought that I was gonna have to like promise that I would do all the work. And like I had in the past, I had written up contracts for like getting a puppy. Never worked because he just didn't trust that I would do all the work, which he shouldn't have. I was 9, so that's all fair. But this was a 5-minute conversation because he thought, well, a bunny, like, he can be in his cage or he can be outside, and it probably wouldn't bother me that much. And again, he really wanted to give me a pet, so I was begging him, and I remember like getting him with and Mum says it's okay. So he called the owner of the stables, and he was like, hi, you have 1 bunny left, and we would like to buy that one from you. And then that afternoon, I went with my mother and a friend, and we picked up like this teeny tiny little black bunny. Mind you, I was 9. This was 13 years ago. So I've grown up with this rabbit, and he just, it wasn't, I know that for so many people, a rabbit is like not as intense as a cat or a dog, and it probably isn't, but at the same time, he was never in his cage. Like, his cage was his like bathroom basically, and so he walked around the entire ground floor. He was like our dog or cat, because when I would come home, he would be like waiting on the windowsill, and when I would come in the door, he would like run to me, and he would like circle my legs, and it was so sweet. And when we would sit down to eat, all of us, he would like in his cage that he was never in was next to the table, so he would sit down and he would eat as well. And then he chilled on the couch, and also every time that we would have like a movie night and we would watch a show, he would like lay on the couch with us and just like cuddle with us and watch the TV show. And it was just, he was so sweet, and he was like our cat. He was like our dog or our cat. It's the only pet I've ever had, and I was so obsessed with him. I was so happy with him, and he was 13, so he was incredibly old, and like bunnies, rabbits don't usually get to 13. So he did so well, but he just started deteriorating, and one of his legs didn't work as well as it used to. So he wouldn't really hop anymore. When he would start to hop, he would like fall down, and then we would have to help him up. And that's no way to live for like a pet. So we called the vet, and on Monday morning we went over there, hoping that she would tell us like, he's just getting old and this is just like the final stage, but he's not in pain. But then she said that he was in pain, so we decided to put him down, and I have not stopped crying since Monday. So it has just been a cycle of crying, trying to get some work done, crying, trying to get some work done, and just like repeating and just trying to do something fun and get my mind off it. So we went to the vet on Monday, but I kind of like felt it coming that was going to be the end. So on Sunday, I had a deadline on Monday. So on Sunday, I was supposed to work on this deadline all day. I did no such thing. I spent the entire day on the couch with my bunny, like in my lap. I cried then too, because I felt the end coming. And then in the evening, when I did some schoolwork, my parents were watching TV. I put like the rabbit, his name is Ninja. I put him in my mother's lap, and he just like spent the entire evening cuddling with them. So he had like a very good last day. But since it was my first pet, I don't know how one is supposed to react when their pet dies. Like, I know that it's very normal when you're like upset and it's super painful, but I've never experienced any of it. So I don't know how I'm supposed to feel, but I just feel so empty. The house feels so empty because both of my parents are not here right now. It just feels incredibly empty, and he's not just like, there's not this teeny tiny black little ball of fluff that's so sweet just hopping around and like pressing his nose against me, and it's just, it makes me so fucking depressed. And we buried him, we gave him a beautiful, beautiful grave in the backyard. Our backyard is in distress because we tried to like dig him a grave, and we had to like move all sorts of things. So the entire backyard looks terrible, but he does have a very nice grave underneath one of the trees. And I don't know, I just feel like one of those people, like when you go through a breakup and you're heartbroken, it's all you can talk about. That's how I feel. I can't talk about anything that is not related to my dead bunny. And I'm like, everyone's probably so sick of me at this point, because it's all I can think about and it's all I can talk about. And I'm crying about it constantly, and every single time something happens like that's not according to my plan, I stubbed my toe and my fucking bunny is dead. I missed my train, fuck, and my bunny is dead. Like, every single thing that happens to me that's just like utter shit, on top of it, I'm like, and my bunny is dead. And so I don't know why I'm laughing, because I'm actually super fucking depressed, and I'm crying about this constantly. So I'm trying to kind of like get out of this rut, but I unfortunately have so much to do for school that I haven't had the time to like just calmly lay in bed, cry for the one pet that I've had in my entire life, and just like take a minute and be sad. I've just had to like keep doing things, and people at school, like the people that I've been working with, they understood and they're like, oh my god, that's so sad, just take a minute. But I still have to hand in my deadlines, of course, because a dead rabbit is not like enough of a reason to not hand in your products. So it has been a very, very shit week. And then also it looked like my Kindle died. So I texted one of my friends being like, my Kindle died. And my bunny is dead. And she's like, wow, the week that you've been having is terrible. And I'm like, yes, just God, come and get me at this point. Because every single thing that's happened in like the past week and a half has been going wrong. Everything is working against me. So kind of like the point of this video is to just like get back into a healthy routine and just like be sad. I can be sad because I'm probably going to be for a while. And he lived, like this was the best case scenario for his entire life. I'm pretty sure that every single one of the bunnies from like his original family have been dead for years. So my other camera died. This one makes me look even more like an egg, so sorry for the view. What I was saying is that I'm pretty sure that every single one of the, but it's crooked. Every single one of the bunnies from his original family have probably died years ago, and this was the best case scenario of his entire life. He had like this entire huge, stop, it's lopsided. He had this very big like ground floor to walk around in, and he has lived a very, very, very good life for 13 years. And he was so loved. This was the best case scenario of his entire life. It could not have gone better because bunnies don't usually get to 13. Like a 13-year-old bunny is incredibly rare and incredibly old. But he was just so sweet that the fact that he's dead, even though it's better this way because he was not feeling well, like he was in pain. And you don't want your pet to be in pain. So the fact that he's dead is better, but it's so sad. And if you've ever had a pet and it died, like I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for your loss, even if it happened like 7 years ago, because I can't deal with this. And it makes me never want to get a pet ever again. Like don't quote me on that. I probably will get a pet in the future, but I just can't think of another pet ever. But at the same time, the house is so empty. I knew that this was going to be hard. I didn't realize that it was going to hit me this hard because I'm acting as if a person died. I'm acting as if a real human being died. And to me it did. To me it did. So yeah. Anyway, I've been yapping about this for I think like 15 minutes, but I just had to get this off my chest. And that's why I'm super depressed and just have not been feeling great. So I'm gonna try to do some productive things in this vlog. Tomorrow morning I'm sleeping over at my friend Lodi's house because she's home alone. I think we're gonna get Ben and Jerry because it's discounted. And so it's like, I think 2 for the price of 1. So 2 for €8 instead of 1 for €8. So I think that's what we're gonna do because I deserve it. My bunny died. I deserve expensive, good, fattening ice cream. And we're just gonna read our books, probably watch a film and cook together. So I'm really excited about that. That's like the fun thing that I'm gonna do this weekend. And I think tomorrow, during the day, that's tomorrow night. Tomorrow during the day, I'm gonna go to Amsterdam and work with some people from my group. So I'm gonna try to have a productive days probably. And then on Sunday, I'm meeting with a different friend to also study, but also just like to have a chill day and read my book. Oh, I have a book to read. Damn. I'm currently reading Mate by Ali Hazelwood, but I have a book that I have to finish before Tuesday. Crap. I have to read Norwegian Wood. I've heard great things about Norwegian Wood, but apparently the guy that wrote it talks about women, like their tits on legs, and we don't love that. So I'm curious to see what I think of this book, but I have to read it before Tuesday because it's like for the school book club. It's not the book that I'm in the mood for though, because I really want to read fantasy, romantasy. Anyway, I've been yapping for ages and I have to be at the gym in 15 minutes and I also still have to eat all of this. So I'm gonna go. Oh, by the way, that's what I wanted to say. The only thing that has been cheering me up in the midst of my grief is watching the Student Yellow triplets. Nick has been great. He's been making me laugh. I've been like, it's been cheering me up. It's been cheering me up and it's been making me laugh and giggle when I've been feeling really sad. So if you're going through something and you feel terrible, I highly suggest watching the Student Yellow triplets because it's fun. It's fun and it's lighthearted. And anyway, that's what I wanted to say. I have to go. Ik vind voor 10 tot 15. Okay, I've made a construction with my camera and a light that's like loosely on top of it. It's like balancing, and I really hope that it stays that way. Anyway, I am back home. Obviously, I just took a shower. The second workout of the day is done. I was dying, to be honest, because this morning while we were going for a run, fuck! I need the thing the camera is standing on. Let me figure myself out. Great. I need the survey, whatever. Anyway, when I went on a run with Yip, like my friend this morning, she is much more, like her, ow! Oh, her stamina is like way better than mine because she like runs a lot more, and she also did like a marathon, not a marathon, like half a marathon, I don't know how many kilometers like a full marathon is. I know a half one is like 21, and that's not what she did. She did like a different thing that's like 10 kilometers. I can't run 10 kilometers, so when I run by myself, but that's also because I get bored. I get super bored when I run by myself, because then I start listening to music and then I start running too fast, and then I can't maintain like the pace, and I just get tired way too quickly, and then when I'm tired I can no longer pretend that I'm in like the Hunger Games or like an action movie, and then it's not fun anymore. So I don't really, hold on. Yeah, okay. So I don't really love running by myself, and Yip used to live in the neighborhood and she doesn't anymore, so she came all the way from the other side of the city to run with me, which she was happy about because obviously we ran through like the meadows and stuff, and it was beautiful. I don't know how many of the clips are actually watchable because I'm like shaking, I'm trying to film while I was running. That's too much. But anyway, like you saw, we had coffee at this super sweet place that someone had just like put like a little wagon. Excuse you! Hold on. Does it just turn itself off? It's empty! Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna keep talking. I hope you can still see me. Well, anyway, I was already dead from running with her because we did 5 kilometers, then we had like a little pause. I was begging her, being like, are we at 5 yet? And she went, no. And I was like, liar! Turns out she was lying. In fact, we hit like 5 kilometers around the time that I asked that. When you walk like through the meadows, there was a house, and I know those people, I've been there before, but they have, it's so sweet, I showed it in the video. They made like this wagon kind of thing, and then you can have coffee there. You can make it yourself. It's not like the best coffee, but we had chocolate milk and it was great. But you can make it yourself, and you can leave like €1 in the box, or you can write down your like number, and they send you like a payment request. So that's what we did. We had chocolate milk. It was great. I could like take a break for like a second, and then we did like I think 2 more kilometers, like 2.5. So I did like 7 kilometers of running this morning, which I don't do. I never do. So my quads, I went to the gym yesterday as well. Like my quads were really on fire. And then I also promised my friend Annalise that I would go to the gym with her. So then we did upper body, like I said. Everything hurts, but I do feel very healthy. 2 workouts in one day, that's not what I usually do. I don't even work out every day. So like, please don't think that this is normal for me. It wasn't. And I came back and I was like, okay, what am I gonna do? I should be doing schoolwork, but I was so busy for the past couple, like 3-ish days that I'm like, no, I deserve like a night off. And then I asked my mother, like, hey, are you home tonight? Like, are we eating together? And she goes, are you home? You were gonna go see your grandmother. And I was like, fuck! I forgot that I promised my grandmother that I would go see her and that I would sleep at her house and that we would eat together. Completely forgot. Fortunately, my mother reminded me, because that would have been really bad if I had just been chilling at home and I promised her that I would come by, because she was really excited. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm actually very excited to not be home alone and just sit here in like an empty house where my pet used to live. So I'm just gonna go over there, cuddle her cat that she got like 20 years ago because of me, hang out with her, play Rummy Cup, and we are going to make chocolate milk. We're going to eat and hope that makes me feel better. And then I will sleep at her house. I promised Annalise that I would go very, very early to the gym with her tomorrow, so I have to leave super early. I don't know why the house is empty and I have not talked to anyone since yesterday, so that's bullshit. What was that? Literally saw 2 of my friends today. I'm a yapper and I just really want to keep talking at all times. So anyway, I'm gonna go over to my grandmother's house, so change of plans, completely forgot that. Let me change, hold on. Where was I? If I'm wearing my robe, I'm constantly scared that I'm gonna flash you. So I just had to change into a new concert t-shirt that I have. Concert t-shirt? It's merch, at least. It's from Monolink. It's a relatively well-known artist, I think. I went with my parents and one of my friends, Anloes, which I went to the gym with last week. We went to Belgium, into Ghent, to watch him. It was super cool, and I actually really liked the merch. And then he was there signing it, so I got it signed. I usually don't buy merch, but I actually kind of like this t-shirt. I did buy it one size too big though, so it's an L, but it makes for a great pajama. So, what was I saying? Where was I don't know. Anyway, when I went to the gym just now, I think they were playing the top 40, but the Fate of Ophelia came on, so I was vibing at the gym, which is so much better than what happened on Tuesday, which is that I was crying about my pet on the stair. That was my speaker turning off. On the Stairmaster. I was crying on the Stairmaster. I was truly down bad crying at the gym. And then today, the Fate of Ophelia came on, and I looked at my friend pet like, ooh, great song. So I was vibing at the gym, and I was constantly trying, like, I get the urge, like when it goes the land, the sea, the sky, whatever, I get the urge to do the dance. The only part of the dance that I can actually do is the land, the sea, the sky, and then I don't know what happens. I know that it goes into this, but I don't know what happens with the hands. I constantly get the urge to do it, and then it looks stupid because I don't actually know how to do it. It is too dark in here. Anyway, I can't do anything about that because the light is empty. I don't know what it was. I'm putting on like an eyelash serum, by the way. I thought that I was gonna edit my video, like I said, but I'm actually very excited to go to my grandmother because I haven't seen her all that much, but she's always excited when I come over, so I'm actually very excited to go. And my father is out of the country at the moment. He went to Vienna right after we went to the vet, so he's not here, so I can use his car, which is great. So I'm gonna go. I will talk to you later. I'm literally talking for the sake of talking at this point, which I always do. So let's go. By Taylor Swift. Great song. I'm on my way to the bus stop because I'm headed to Amsterdam to have a study day. Do I want to go? No, because the weather is great and I really don't want to sit in a classroom all day. Fuck! There goes my bus. Okay, let me just... Bye.
We're not together when it's skin to skin. Always the last time for everything. It's not enough to make it worth the fight. Hope is a cruel thing on a Friday night. You never call, and I waited for the fall, like I knew what it was all about.
Good stash.
And I'm thinking, am I going? It's a whole new love for me. I didn't know gravity until I fell. I fell.
Okay, I got the goods, and by the goods I mean the pasta that Lodi asked me to bring, and then 2 tubs of Ben and Jerry because we plan on munching tonight. We really want to read, watch a film. I'm gonna have to get myself out of this really tricky parking spot that I got myself into. It's so busy. Okay, I have to go. Lodi's cooking for us. And I'm over here doing my homework.
Working.
It's incredibly domestic. We also have the dog who's just patiently waiting for some food to fall down. I did not meet my deadline, so now I have to do it over here in the kitchen instead of helping Lodi cook.
That's fine.
Oops.
Yes. Is it? Stick meat.
Lovely. Okay, baby, you choose. Let's go. So happy coffee. Yeah.
See ya.
So aesthetically pleasing. Cutie pie. Oh, die pootjes!
Heel de mensen die even kijken hoe die hier ook zeg maar.
Okay, it is 12 o'clock at night. I just finished my schoolwork. I handed in absolute shit. But
Wow.
it took me hours. That's the worst thing. It took me hours. So it's in the middle of the night, but I'm gonna start my book. Lodi has finished her book in the meantime. But I do have a treat for my hard work. We have 2 Ben and Jerry tubs. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna sit here, we're gonna munch on ice cream, and we're gonna read my book. We're gonna read my book. I'm gonna read my book. What are you gonna read? The second book? The next book?
Yeah, I think.
She's reading a god-awful series, but they keep ending on
Entertaining.
they keep ending on cliffhangers, so she keeps reading. Okay, goodbye. This is where we will be.
Oké, we gaan die wat aankleden.
Just here. Zoveel nieuws. It's okay.
Ik denk gewoon heel goed weet hoe het moet. Dat is heel leuk. Don't death and a heart that's fucking all high.
Oh my god. Girl power. Go, man.
Okay, good morning. If I look like an egg, that's because my hair is up My hair is so incredibly super greasy. I really have to wash it if I like want to wear it down and go outside. But I have to meet my friend Book in now, actually. So she's already there, and I just don't have time to wash my hair because I had a deadline. It's 12:30 right now, and I had a deadline at 12. And so I've been working on that all morning, and now I'm going to meet Book to study with her in a cafe. But I think I'm actually just going to start with editing a video because I've been wanting to get that up for weeks, and I just have not had the time to edit the last 20 minutes. So I think that's what I'm going to start with. And then afterwards, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I have to read Norwegian Wood before Tuesday. It's Sunday now. I'm actually not even finished with my other book, Mate by Ali Hazelwood, but it's fine. So I probably will also read some of that and then do some schoolwork as well. Just a little update about yesterday. Obviously, I slept over at Lodi's house and we chilled the next day, and then we brought her grandmother. We drove her grandmother around, and that was super cute. She had to go somewhere and she can't drive anymore, so we drove her in my father's car, and that was really fun. And then afterwards, we just chilled at her house. We were gonna go to the gym, and then we decided to not. So I brought my gym clothes over there for absolutely nothing because all we did was read our books and chill on the couch and eat. I always struggle with getting my eyelashes into the curler. Anyway, Lodi had different plans in the evening with another friend, and then someone who I used to work for in a restaurant texted me and said, hey, we don't have enough people for tonight. Do you maybe have time to come and help us out? And I was like, well, I actually don't really have plans tonight, so I can help you out. So I went over to this restaurant, and I'm gonna help them out again next week, and that's great because I need to make some money. And that was really fun because it's like actually the newer version of the restaurant that I used to work at. So I know the owner. He's a friend of my father's, and wow, my eyelashes really don't want to curl. Maybe I'm just gonna leave them like this. Actually, it's probably not great for them either. We'll just leave it like this. I'm not gonna look my best today anyway, so why bother? But anyway, I know the owner, and so his floor manager or something texted me and said, hi, can you please help us out? It's like, yeah, I can. And so that was really fun, and I forgot, like, working in hospitality, it gets so busy, and like it's just so, you have such a single mind focus that you forget about all your other problems. And I kind of forgot that happens, and I loved it. And it was really fun. And so I'm going to help them out next week again, like I said, and maybe the week after. So that's what happened yesterday. It was very, very spontaneous. And it was literally a few hours before. It was really fun. And we had drinks afterwards. I had drinks afterwards with one of the guys that worked there. He was so sweet, so sweet. And then another girl also joined us, and I just had a really good time. I don't know what I'm doing tonight, but I know that tomorrow night I'm going to the role model concert, and I am so excited for that. I am so incredibly excited. I don't think I'm gonna vlog tomorrow, but I probably will just insert some clips from the concert at the end of this vlog. So I'm just having one of those days, like my hair is not washed, and like everyone on social media always says, like, don't believe anything you think about yourself if your hair is greasy, and that's truly like what I'm experiencing now. I'm like, oh. Gonna have to do.
I left your party early that night, 'cause you'll never ask me to spend the night. I shouldn't leave my friends behind. I'm doing it again. I left your party early that night, 'cause I don't think I was meant to get the invite. You're nothing like you when they're around, so I get my shoes and I get out. Is it too much to ask for? Oh yeah, too much to ask of you.
Okay, let's ignore the way that I look. I don't know what's happening here. I'm just gonna put it like this. Anyway, look what I got. I got a glue wax stick and a blasting freeze hairspray. I don't usually use this stuff, like, at all. But I do own, like, a hot air brush, and so when I do my hair, which almost, like, never happens, but it also never happens because every single time that I've done it, it doesn't work out, like, the way that I want it to. I can only, like, straighten my hair with it, and I can sometimes try to give it, like, a curl or, like, a wave or whatever, but it never lasts. And so I told one of my friends, and she goes, well, do you use hairspray? And I go, no, should I? And she's like, yeah, duh. If you don't use hairspray, of course it's not going to stick, like, throughout the day. So I got this one. It was on discount, so I got 2 of these for, like, the price of 1, I don't know. So I have hairspray, which I don't think I'm going to use right now, but I do have the glue stick. And since my hair, I have always wanted to try this, like the slicked back bun. But since my hair is super greasy at the moment, and I'm going to wash it anyway tonight, I feel like this is the perfect time to do this. I'm almost too scared to take my hair out of... Ooh, fuck, sorry. To take my hair out of its bun. Because I think... I don't know how I should go about this. Do you... can you do, like, a lower bun with the slicked back? Or can you only do, like, a high bun? See? This is not good. This is not good. Anyway, so most people do, like, the middle partition and then try to do the slick back bun. I think that I should just try it out. What I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to completely freestyle it and just try to, like, put my hair up really, really tightly and then just go over it with this stuff. Woo! This smells super... I don't think I've ever looked this ugly on the internet. Anyway, this smells super, super nice. It says with coconut oil and shea butter. It smells really sweet. Twist to use. Yeah, okay, I got that. So I just really want to try this out. This is obviously, like, I'm gonna wash my hair in a bit, so it's... Are you ready? I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened here, because when your hair starts to look like this after you've had it in, like, a ponytail or a bun, that's when you know that you've really gone too far. How does it look? Terrible, probably. Anyway. This is literally just standing straight up. Okay, anyway, that's not what we are going to dwell on. I'm just gonna watch a YouTube video and see where we... I can't look at myself in this thing. Okay, I'm gonna watch a YouTube video, see where we go. In the meantime, I just want to say, I think that I've said in this vlog, I honest to God can't remember what I've said in this vlog during the week. So if I've said this already, I'm sorry. But on Tuesday, I have... This is going quite well, I think. Like, so super tightly. Super tight. Is tightly even a word? I've been saying it, I think, like 7 times at this point, so I hope it's a word. The thing is, I'm not having a great face day, so this is not going to look its best either way. But we're gonna try it out. I think I've said this, but I have, like, this book. I'm supposed to read this. What happened? I'm supposed to read this book before Tuesday. Tuesday at 5 o'clock, I have, like, my school's book club, and it's great because they buy you the book and you're allowed to keep it. So it's actually, like, a free book. However, you do... I don't think this is going really completely the way I want it to. I don't know. I think I want to do it like this. Okay. They actually give you, like, a free book in exchange for you reading it and coming to the discussion, basically. So I think that there's absolutely no way that I can actually finish that book before Tuesday because it's Sunday evening at this point. Should I just do, like, a slick back ponytail and try that for today? I think I should. There's no way that I can finish this before Tuesday because it's Sunday evening. It's Sunday night. And this book is like 300... What pages? 380. That's almost 400 pages. The thing is, I really thought that I was going to have enough time, and I did have enough time, but I just really didn't go. Like, I didn't fly through Made by Ali Hazelwood as quickly as I thought I would. And so I constantly thought, like, I'm going to finish this book, and then I'm going to start Norwegian Wood. And then I didn't finish the book. And now I only have like a day and a half to read Norwegian Wood, and that's just never gonna happen. But I can't show up there and like not know what the book is about, but I also don't want to spoil it by reading the summary. I don't know if I'm doing this correctly. I feel like I'm... Okay, anyway, I'm gonna try this for the third time at this point. Okay, I feel like this side is quite clean. If I look ridiculous and my head looks like an egg while I'm doing this, mind your own business. But like I said, I don't want to show up there not knowing what the book is about, because then I'm also going to get it spoiled. I can't not show up. Even if I'm sick, they'll like ask me, oh no, they'll like ask me to send like a summary of what I thought of the book. And I also feel a bit bad that I didn't read it when they bought it for me. And I have to go to the discussion, so I'm just gonna... I haven't even finished Mate yet. I so badly want to finish that book. And that's what I really wanted to do tonight. Excuse me. That's what I really wanted to do tonight. But I have to start this book, because otherwise I'm never gonna finish this until... I'm not gonna finish it either way, but I really want to get as far in as I possibly can. Like, I have had this book for weeks. And in true Luca fashion, I'm starting a day and a half before. Anyway, I'm gonna continue watching YouTube and I'm gonna try to do this. I think a slick back ponytail could also be really cute. I already feel better than I did with like the bun a few minutes ago. I'm gonna try to do this and we will see where we end up. I'm actually scared to do it. I don't know why. I'm actually scared to. Where do you start? Do you start at like the back? Maybe I should have watched like a tutorial. But that's just not how we roll. I'm just gonna start. I'm just gonna... I think it's working. This feels super weird. I didn't think about the fact that if I don't think I was supposed to make the ponytail in the beginning. If I push back, like, the hair in the front to the back with the stick, it bunches in the back, and that's, like, completely normal, and I should have expected that, but I think I'm pulling too hard because there's, like, hairs in it. Anyway, let's continue. This vlog is going to be crazy long if I keep talking like this. I think I need to watch a tutorial because I'm not doing this correctly, because I don't know if you can see it, but you can see the wax. And I don't think that's supposed to happen, so maybe I'm like pushing too hard. Let me figure myself out. I had the right idea. And I don't think it looks bad, but it just looks greasy. Yeah. Yeah, but I don't have those products. They go, how to have the perfect slick... Shut up. They go, how to have the perfect slick back bun. And you need all of these products. I don't have any of those products, so... Okay, it is a bit later. I think I did this horribly wrong. But I'm not going to do the bun, actually. I'm just going to keep it in the ponytail. Because I'm going to wash it out anyway. But it is super crunchy. But the thing is, I do like it. I'm not doing it correctly. I know that I'm not doing it correctly because I do... Hold on. Let me just turn you around. I do like it, but there's something... I think it makes me look like a bitch. I think it really makes me look like a bitch. Anyway, like I said, I think it makes me look like a bitch and also a bit like an egg. But I don't hate it. I know that I didn't do it correctly because I can still see some of the hairs over there, but I don't know how people make this look good, but I just think that I don't have the right stuff. Anyway, that was the end of this vlog because it's going to be super long, and I don't think I've really vlogged any, like really filmed any like compilation clips. I think I've just been yapping since Monday, and that's great, that's fine. I mean, it's my YouTube channel, so I can do what I want, but I hope you enjoyed this video of me talking non-stop. I have to say, I started this video because I, obviously, like I said, didn't feel well and was just really down, and I'm not gonna lie, I have cried every single day this week, and I thought that today, I didn't cry yesterday. I didn't cry yesterday because I kept busy yesterday, so yesterday was actually the first day that I didn't cry. And I thought that today was gonna be a day that I wasn't gonna cry as well. I thought we were doing better, and we are. Like, I do feel quite a lot. A lot is actually an exaggeration, but I do feel quite a bit better than I did at the beginning of the week. However, I was talking with my mother. We were just having dinner and we were talking about like how empty the house felt, and then I started crying again. So I did cry today, but I didn't cry yesterday, and that was the first day this week, so that's actually progress, I think. And I do feel a bit better. I've done some fun things this week. The thing is, I would have had a great week had I not been grieving and had school not been a lot. So, but anyway, I keep saying anyway because I keep talking and then I'm like, no, just go back to what you were saying. I did have a good week as far as I was able to, and I'm glad that I picked up my camera. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you had a good time, even though I was sad. So I hope that I didn't make you sad or like make you feel depressed. But I'm really happy that you spent the week with me. And like I said, tomorrow I'm going to a role model concert, which I'm so excited for. So I will insert the clips now, I think. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy the clips that I take from the role model concert, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!
She had the hoops, white gold, with the pantyhose covering her toes. She was mine, got cold. Now the guilt's the only thing I hold. Spin my wide open. Guess I get these legs to move. I could use a rain shower, blue house. 2 hour drive with my friend, could you get much worse? Came dinner as a favor, but it's feeling like labor. So I told him, see you later, baby. I passed the welcome sign as I'm walking out the door. Take me home. Take me this year. I've never seen something quite like you. Could you stand? Come on, spin it. Come on, spin it. Come on, spin it. Fucking spin it. I'm gonna read it like it's a story. And this story is about 2 people, very different people, but in my mind, they were always meant to be something, somehow, someday. Well, he's a loose cannon, foolish man who needs some medication. She's a shoe-tied, blue-sky honeymoon vacation. He's a fixer-upper, skipping supper, hates an obligation. She's a Friday night.